Hey guys, welcome to another pick a card. Happy Samhain. This reading is going to be all about the messages the spirits in your house have for you. I've been called to do this reading by the spirits. As you know, the veil is extremely thin right now, and I have noticed that I did this reading before, and a lot of people have been called to that reading recently, and I've had a lot of spirits from the other side around me, and this is the reading they've requested that I do, and I am more than happy to oblige them. So, with that said, as you can see before you, I have 3 candles. These are your psychic linking objects. I will be pulling as I go today, and at the end of each session, I will be getting letters, initials, and charms, and we will be getting into more details about the spirit or spirits in your house that are trying to communicate with you. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a little video for you guys who need a bit more time to see which candle calls to you. If you are called to more than one of these candles, then there may be more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures on the other side, and I wish all of you a very blessed Samhain. Hey, Group 1, all of you that selected the striped candle, this is going to be your reading all about the messages that the spirits in your house or spirit in your house has for you. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And at the end of this session, I will be pulling letters, initials, and charms to find out more information about the spirit that is bringing forth the message from your house or from the spirit in your house, and any more messages the spirit has and details, etc. So let's get into it. I'm going to do one more shuffle. This is the Beloved Dead Oracle deck. All right. Okay, Spirit, tell me a little bit about yourself. Who are you? Okay, the first card, no reversals. We have Privilege. Okay, we have Angel Wings here. Privilege, tell me more about this. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about who you are. We have Important. Okay. One more card, please. This bottom card. And we have Here and Now. Okay. I'm going to pull from my, which is familiar. I got to tell you, I feel like this is a ward, a guardian. It could be the actual spirit of your house. It could be also a familiar that is within your house, that's anchored to your house. Okay. Let's get some more cards here. Tell me who you are before we get into the message, Spirit. Tell me who you are. We're going to pull 2 of these. We have Goat, Potency, and Wren, Awareness. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull a few more cards from this deck here. This deck here is a mix of 2 different decks. It's a Lenore deck and another deck. So I'm going to shuffle this 3 times. Oh, one card kind of flew out, so we're going to take that one. We have Child. Okay. Also, there may be a child spirit coming forward. So I'm feeling a couple things here now. I'm also feeling fae. So a few things. So please use your own discernment. Group 1. There's a few energies coming forward. I'm going to take 3 cards here. We have Rider. There's a seahorse there. Okay. And one more. No, they want me to take those 2 as well. Okay. And we have Rich Girl. Okay. And we have Rich Gent. Okay. And we have Gift. All right. I think this is part of the message here. But let's get into this. Okay. So I feel like, we got a few things going on here. First of all, I feel like this is a privileged spirit. It's a house spirit. It's a familiar for some of you. It could be fae. It's an important spirit. And I got to tell you, I feel like for some of you, like this is a goddess, God form, angelic, or this is an important familiar. This is the spirit of your house coming through. They're very strong here. This is a very potent spirit. You also may work with the witch father. You may work with Lucifer. You may be left-hand path as well, or a traditional witch in some kind of way. This spirit is very aware. You may have worked with them to design them to be aware of, threats within your house, threats around you. But I also am getting this energy with this wealth energy here. There may be something about like a wealth altar as well, or the energy of creating wealth around your home. And we have Child Rider, Gift. Okay, let's get some tarot here. I feel like we need to like hone in on some of this energy a little bit. I have a general idea here of the spirit. It feels very powerful. We have the Hangman and the 5 of Cups. Okay, so I feel like there's been a lot of grief around money. Well, I just got the most powerful feeling of deja vu. I'm sorry, I'm just taken back by this. There may have been a lot of grief around money. There may have been like bills. I'm seeing maybe you have a money altar or something, and you're putting bills on your money altar. You have a family in the house, or people who depend on you, or bills that there may be something about a car here as well. And I got to tell you, I'm feeling the heaviness here. And I feel this energy of like I don't know what to do. I don't know how to handle this. Some of you guys may have hospital bills or something unexpected. Maybe your car has broken down, or there's been something oppressive with a job, but there's a lot of like confusion. There is a lot of like, I feel the mermaid here, and I feel overwhelmed. By it. Like I don't know what to do. I'm just really, we have an imp here. I feel like I'm being burned by the volcanic eruption. I'm also seeing a tower psychically here. So let me turn this just a tad so you guys can see the cards a little bit better. There you go. Okay. Let me get a couple more cards here. Tell me more about the situation. Now I'm pulling to this Gift and this Rider. Okay. So I feel like the spirit is writing for you. Okay. I feel like they want you to know there's a gift coming. And the number 17 is important here. We have 10 of Pentacles. There's a gift coming. Okay. My crown chakra just opened the fuck up. Okay. There's a gift coming. It's money. Okay. It's money or opportunity. Tell me more, kind spirit. I feel like the spirit, is going to help lead you with this Rider card. There's a movement here. There's something that you have to go towards to get this gift. Tell me more. We have the Ace of Pentacles here. yeah, there's some kind of communication, there's some kind of new beginning, good news, okay, but it's going to require you to like take some kind of action towards it. Okay, tell me more. We have strength. Okay, some of you guys may doubt this. You may question it a little bit, and that is completely understandable. And I feel like your spirits want you to know it's completely understandable that you may have, a little bit. I'm hearing like a season of doubt about this. So you may struggle with this a little bit, okay? But it's going to be good. It's going to be a positive thing. Um, Tell me more about this gift. Pull from the top. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups, Nessie. Yeah, there's that overwhelming kind of energy. Okay, it's and I feel like because we've been in this hangman energy, this kind of pause, this kind of like overwhelm, it may feel a little bit like it's too good to be true. And by all means, listen, if it feels too good to be true, the spirit in your house is like, there's no rush, there's no hurry. This is important for you to remember. There's no rush, there's no hurry. Okay? What's meant for you is going to stay in the picture, okay? And what isn't meant for you will go away. And I feel like the spirits are coming forward and they're saying that they will let you know how important it is. Like a lot of you communicate with these spirits often, and you may even have kind of your own signs and synchronicities with these spirits, and they will give you clarity on the cup that comes, on the opportunity, on the gift, on the action to take. But it's very, very important that you ride with it, that you move with it, okay, in order to receive this gift. Okay, for some of you, the person bringing it is feminine. For some of you, it's masculine. We have rich girl, rich gent. It could be a couple, okay? But we have family energy here as well. And we have the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. So this is family. This could be coming through a family member, a gift. It could be an inheritance as well. I don't get that often, okay? It's not something I get a lot. So we have the Eight of Swords, okay? And I know like a lot of you right now may be feeling like I don't see how this is going to happen for me. Like it doesn't make sense. Listen, it is not your job to figure out how this works. Okay. And if you get bogged down in the whole, how is this going to play out for me? How is this going to work for me? A lot of times those doubts can lock this kind of shit up. Okay. It can lock it up. And you don't want to lock this up. Okay, so release the need to understand how this is going to manifest. Okay, your house spirits, some of you guys have some really old ancient energies in your house. Okay, and they're privileged spirits. They're important spirits. Okay, you don't have just any old body. Okay, you have some very important presence in your house. Not everybody has that. Okay, I just want to be clear about that. So when they encourage you to move a certain way, you need to listen. I'm feeling their frustration. I think they've been trying to guide you in a certain way. They've been trying to make you aware. And I feel like their voice is going to become more and more stronger. When you pray for something, when you work for something, and then the path starts to emerge and you don't follow it, expect the voices that are pulling for you, expect the wards, the guardians, whatever, expect them to grow louder, and they grow impatient for you to kind of like catch up. Now, I understand that for some of you, you have been working through a lot of the Five of Cups, the Hangman, okay? And I feel like these spirits have been there with you, working through it, but they're letting you know that there's a shift And we've had some major eclipse energy, although this is timeless. We've gone through some major eclipse energy. This Halloween, the Samhain is very powerful because we have all the full moon, we have the holidays, and we have the eclipse energy. And lots of change here. Lots of change, lots of releasing, lots of uncovering of hidden stuff on a collective level and on a individual level. And for you, it feels like the spirits want you to know that this feeling of being overwhelmed, this worry, this grief, this not knowing how to move, this kind of, I feel like some of you guys feel hopeless about your financial situation or your burdens. You're not sure how to get out of it. I feel like hope is coming. And it's interesting because on this card, the Eight of Swords is Pegasus. Okay. And Pegasus to me is that you couldn't be more hopeful. Okay. There's a rainbow, there's a flying horse. Okay. It's Pegasus. This is, to me, intuitively, I read this as a hopeful card. Even though I understand the Eight of Swords is not being able to see your way out, because I feel like you are not going to be able to see your way out, but I'm telling you, hope is very much alive in your life and working on your behalf. And the spirits around you want you to know, even though you may be feeling hopeless, even though you may be feeling burdened, they are very aware of your situation. They have heard your prayers, your manifestations, whatever this is. These very important and powerful spirits are moving on your behalf. And there is some gift coming, and it is connected to the Ten of Pentacles, okay? And it may feel very overwhelming, all right? It's going to come in very strongly. It is going to remove a lot of your doubts. And it's very important that right now, as you are guided in your life to move, you begin to move that way. Okay, now these movements will be safe, but they may be a little unnerving. Okay, but they'll be safe. They won't be things that are like illegal or immoral. They'll be things that are like, they make you uneasy. They make you feel like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. Yeah, you are. You're ready for it. It's time for you to work on your confidence. It's time for you to understand what you have to offer. It's time for you to really get comfortable with your worth. Some of you guys are not really engaged with your worth. You think you know what you're worth, but you're not acting as if you know your worth. And these spirits, these are not just any average everyday spirits. These are very powerful spirits. That is another sign. Like, you are not just, and I don't say this, like, I'm not just trying to pump you up, okay? I don't say these things lightly, but there's some kind of major movement. There's some kind of major work in your life that these spirits in your house are trying to help you align to, okay? And you chose the black and white candle, all right? And I think for you, for a lot of your life, things have been very black and white. And you're about to enter the shades of gray, where you're going to understand that in some way, a lot of the Five of Cups and this Hangman energy, in some way, you going through this has helped you see your way out of the Eight of Swords. It's helped you see your clarity. And it's a very tough lesson. Okay, I've had an Eight of Swords lessons. I've had them my whole life. And you continue to have these Eight of Swords lessons where you're forced to see your way out. You're forced to kind of see your value. You're forced to see the path. And you can keep having them until you see. And sometimes, especially if you've had a lot of issues with poverty, with lack, with emotional neglect, it can take a while. You like see layers of your value, and you build upon it over time. And I feel like for some of you, that's what you've been doing. And these spirits in your house around you are like, it's time for you to kind of level up. It's like a leveling up of your self-worth, of your value, which reflects in your environment, and it helps you receive this gift. And this gift, it feels like it affects your money, it affects your career, it affects your stability. Okay. I'm seeing a fountain, like a vision of a very elaborate fountain. And some like alchemical like drawings and things like that, you see a lot of fountains. Okay. And I feel like it's a fountain of prosperity. It's a fountain of abundance. For some of you guys, it's vitality, like the fountain of youth. I feel like this energy is going to help recharge you. It's going to give you new inspiration. And I understand that this Five of Cups, the Hangman energy, can be very draining. And what's going on in the world right now is very draining. It's very incredibly sorrowful. And a lot of us are bearing witness to these things. And, you know, as we should. But it's very important that we continue with life, that we don't allow that to become a vortex that we get like a black hole that we get sucked into. Okay. We need to continue to honor life. Okay. And move forward as we can, the best we can. Okay. Because there are generations behind us that are watching us, watching what we do right now. And so it's important that we do the right things, and it's important that we move forward. And I feel like these spirits around you in your house, they're very powerful, they're very profound, and they're very positive, okay? And they really want to help you move forward. But it's so important that you release how this happens, okay? You release the need to control it, and you listen and move as you're guided. And those ways you'll be guided will be a little risky, but they will be safe. All right? Let's get you guys some letters, initials, and some charms. Okay, guys, these are going to be your letters, your initials, and your charms. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. We have A, E, Y, S, R, O, E, G, K, P, S, L, K, E, F. You got quite a bit of charms. You got the ancestor charm. Some of you guys have powerful ancestors in your house. And I see like an ancestor altar, but a lot of them are hanging around your money altar. Okay, they're just hanging around there. So you might actually want to put an ancestor offering on your money altar. Okay, that's not for all of you. For some of you, if you know, you know. Okay, we have the crab here, so you may be a Cancer. I feel like for some of you, this is a goddess. We have a crown here. Some of you guys literally have a goddess in your house. Okay. She literally has taken up residence here in your house. Okay. And this, I have never pulled this. This is like, what is this? This is like a saint. This is a saint. Some of you guys may have some saints as well. You may have altars to saints, or you pray to saints. If you've prayed to like Saint Expedite or another saint about money, I feel like, because we have the money, we have the money charm that came out. So I feel like money's on the way. Money's on the way. Just listen. Okay. Listen to what your intuition is. Okay, it's very important. We have the house charm. This is validation that these spirits are in your house. We have two skulls here, a Day of the Dead skull. Again, I'm feeling some of you guys have an underworld goddess in your house. And again, ancestors. There may be some initials here as well. And I'm going to mispronounce this. I'm absolutely sure I'm going to mispronounce this goddess's name, and I'm almost I hesitate to say it, but I feel like they want me to bring the name forward. So I apologize in advance, and I mean no disrespect. Uh, okay, some of you have the goddess Yemoja in your house. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Um, the name is like flashing before my eyes, and I really hope I pronounced that correctly. But very powerful energy. Um, what is this? What is this charm? We have a turtle. There's a lot of stability coming in for you. A lot of stability. We have a pumpkin here. Harvest. There's a harvest coming. This gift is going to be a harvest. Um, and I feel like a lot of you aren't going to trust it. And that's why right now, these energies want you to start being more actively trusting your intuition with them. Okay? There's going to be more interaction with these spirits. There's going to be more instruction from these spirits, okay? Some of you guys have underworld goddesses as well. Some of you guys have Isis in your house, okay? Some of you guys have Aphrodite in your house, all right? I see some of you have Lilith in your house, and some of you have Persephone as well, a Hecate, of course. Feeling a lot of feminine energy coming forward as far as that's concerned. We have Leo here, so Bastet as well, and Sekhmet, and I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. It's a very protective energy. Some of you, we have a seahorse as well. And I'm feeling that as Aphrodite. Aphrodite, people often forget, they all think, oh, well, she's a goddess of love. She's also a goddess of war. Okay, so please remember that. She's extremely protective of her own. We have a snow cone. Well, that's not a snow cone. It's like an ice cream cone. And it feels like you're coming into a very sweet time. There's something about a home here. Some of you guys are needing something that's more stable, and that's what you're trying to manifest. Perhaps you're having issues with your rent. Or the place you live. And I feel like for many of you, that is something that's being manifested for you. And that's why the moves, the directions that you're going to be guided to take are going to be so important that you follow them. And I feel like for your signs here, seahorses are definitely going to be a sign for you guys. I'm seeing seahorses. I'm seeing like seashells as well, and Pegasus, flying horses, that kind of thing. Rainbows are also going to be another. We have another horse here. So skulls and turtles are going to be signs for you guys, and crowns. So you have quite a few signs to look for, but not all of them for everyone. The ones that are meaningful to you. All right. Okay, group one. That is what I received for you. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more pick-a-card readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group two, all of you that selected the candy corn candle. This is going to be your reading all about the messages the spirits in your house or spirit in your house has for you. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So first, we're going to identify the spirit, and then we're going to find out what message it has for you. All right. So, Spirit, tell me a little bit about yourself for my group two. Who are you? And, yeah, one more time. One more time. Okay. All right. Want the bottom, the top, And we're going to cut it in the middle, and that's it. Okay. All right. Sometimes they're like that. They're just like, cut the deck. Okay. They're all different. No reversals. Okay. We have Arcana. Ooh, that's powerful. Okay. We have Optimism. Okay. We have Explorer. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to pull from the Familiars, the Witch's Familiar deck. Tell me more about yourself. It feels very magical. It's a magical connection. It's a very positive spirit, so there's no need to fear. No need to fear. I'm feeling like a fairy godmother. Or you can call me the fairy goth mother if you want. Oh, I like this. I like this spirit. Now, I feel like for some of you, this spirit has a few spirits around it, so it's not just one. You may consider yourself a haunted person. You may be psychic or empathic. You may be a spirit medium. Okay. So let's pull a couple more cards. Tell me more about yourself and the different spirits. Use your own discernment, okay, because there's a few spirits here. They may all be in your house, maybe a couple in your house. It's going to be different for different people. Okay, we have resourceful, dwarf. Okay, some of you guys have an earth spirit, like an earth spirit in your house. Okay, tell me more about you. We have goblin, malice. And I feel like this spirit is very good at keeping away evil. I feel like this could be a protective ward for some of you. I feel like this could also be like a grandmotherly spirit that protects you as well. Protects your house. I'm seeing what I'm seeing is a fairy godmother from Cinderella, and I'm seeing her wave a wand over children, over animals, and over the house, like she's protecting the house. It's a very positive vibe. Group one had some of this, but it's different. It's very different because I feel like this is an earth energy. It feels very much tied to nature. Could be fae energy here. Could be ancestor energy. It would be ancestors tied to the indigenous within your bloodline. Ancestors as well. Could be a passed over grandmother or grandfather energy. I'm seeing like an indigenous leader with a full headdress as well. They're very, very tall. Very, very tall. Give me another card. They want two more. Actually, they want the bottom one too. Okay. All right. Whatever you want. Tenacity. Stag beetle. Okay. We have dexterity and disguise. Okay, so they're a shapeshifter. Okay, so that might be also what I'm picking up on as far as like different forms, like different energies around them. They may be able to switch forms. This makes them more effective for getting rid of evil. Okay. They're very good at sensing evil. And I feel like for you guys, when someone walks into your house that shouldn't fucking be there, they feel uncomfortable. And pay attention to who comes in your house and gets really uncomfortable. If you know, you know. Okay. Part of that is the spirit. And for some of you, the spirit actually looks to me like a bunch of fireflies. It's kind of a broad spirit. It's not, for some of you, it's not presenting in a like a human or humanoid form, or even like an animal human form. It's presenting as something that's more like a element. So it may be an elemental as well. Some of you guys may have the spirit attached to like a lighting effect or a light or a plant or something natural. I'm also seeing crystals, but they're they're like a light crystal, or they're like a, what are those called? Those pyramid, it just went out of my head. They're those pyramid structured ones that people make that are really good about keeping like EMF energies or electronic energies away. Okay. Um, I'm going to get a couple cards from this little deck here. It's a couple of decks mixed together, and it has like symbols and things in it. So tell me more. They want this one. We have bouquet. Yeah. For some of you, it's attached to like plants or flowers. There's also something about offerings of plants and flowers and whatnot. This is a very positive spirit. And for some of you, like I said, it's a grandmother, a passed over grandmother, great grandmother, auntie, sister. For some of you, it's a sister energy coming in. They're protecting your house. They're protecting your family, all of your family, your extended family. And for some of you, you go to their graveside and you offer flowers, and they see them. They want you to know they see these flowers. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. For some of you, when you leave flowers, oh, okay. So for some of you, I'm just going to tell you, like, you got a picky sister, a picky mama, a picky auntie, a picky nana, who's saying, like, I prefer that you buy, like, spend less money and get me real flowers, so that when they'll naturally, like, they'll naturally blend back into the environment, because some places don't really go by and like take care of them, and they get old, and they cause like the area to be a little bit mucked up is the term. I feel like they're trying to be nice here, but they want like plants or flowers that are natural. Okay, they want the real thing, and they would rather you spend less money and buy something like a couple of little flowers that will naturally decay back into the earth than the ones that stay forever, but at times they, aren't well taken care of, and they blow away, and sometimes they become just an issue. Okay, so that's a preference, and some of you just have a picky spirit here, but know that energy doesn't stay at like gravesite. That energy is actually in your house, and you don't have to go to the cemetery to give an offering or honor them. For some of you, you have an urn, or you wear like a living, like, I don't want to call it's not living, but you wear their energy on your body, like an amulet or some kind of like necklace or something like that, and their energies around you. Okay, and so if you want to give them like flowers or something, you can just do that at home. You don't have to go there, because their energy, is around you all the time. Okay, they haven't left you. Okay, all right. What other messages do you have here? What other messages do you have? Okay, we have woman. Okay, so feminine energy here. A very strong feminine energy. We have good lady. Okay, this is a very positive spirit, be it a guardian, a house spirit, be it the feminine energy. I'm getting this energy. They're very proud of you. Whip. Okay, I'm getting that they're coming in and saying, like, you're very hard on yourself and you need to cut it out. There's some frustration here. Let me turn you guys a little bit. There we go. I feel like this camera keeps getting turned that way, and I'm not sure how that's happening. Okay. I feel like you guys are super hard on yourself, and they want you to stop being so hard on yourself. It's almost like some of you guys aren't allowing yourself to recover. I feel like maybe there's some guilt here. I feel like, okay, some of you guys are returning to graveside and mourning this person, and there's some guilt here about perhaps things that happened in your life with this person. Okay, this feminine energy. Okay, and I feel like this energy is coming through to kind of like talk about this. Okay, tell me about the situation. Tell me about, first of all, I'm in your house. Okay, that's me in your house. If you're wondering, that's me. Okay, that's me. And it's okay. Like, don't be scared. Don't be afraid. All right. If you have my urn or my ashes, I'm in the house. I don't know why you are so hard on yourself. I don't know why you feel so guilty. Okay. I don't know why you feel so bad. You have no reason to. Okay. Mourning is difficult. Grieving is difficult. But placing the blame on yourself, because in this mind frame, it seems like it's so easy to place the blame on ourselves. And the truth is, you did all you could in life. You did the best you could in the situation you were in with me. And I did the best I could. And it's time for you to release your constricting and self-inflicting thoughts of yourself. I had no idea you felt so poorly of yourself. I regret the time we lost. I see now, from where I'm at, things I never saw before. And I see how I, in so many ways, wasn't there for you like I wanted to be. I didn't hold space for you. You had different needs. And I wish I could have seen them, but I didn't. I just wasn't able to. And for that, I'm sorry. And I understand that in the place that you're at, you can't really receive the sorry. But I really need you to. Because I need you to move on. I need you to stop coming to the grave side all the time. Understand I'm there in your house with you. That energy never dies. It transforms. And I'm around you. If you want to get me flowers, you don't have to go to the graveside. Okay? But don't get flowers out of grief. Get flowers because you remember the good times. Remember the good times when you offer me flowers. Remember the good times. It's time to focus on the good connections we had instead of the mess that our relationship had. Because there are no perfect relationships in life. We all have imperfect communications. We all have imperfect relationships. I was uncomfortable showing emotion. Okay, so I feel like this person was really cut off from emotions in so many ways. And as a nurturing feminine energy, that's difficult. So I feel like this was a good person with good intentions, but they just weren't emotionally available. I just wasn't raised that way. And you had some deep emotional needs that I just wasn't able to meet because I did not know how to meet them. I didn't even know you needed them. And by the time, we woke up to that fact, it was too late. The damage was done. So I'm sorry for that. And I feel like because now I understand that you have these abilities, I feel like in some very strange way, we can connect. You can know that I'm here for you. You can know that I'm around you. I'm protecting you. I'm protecting your family. And you can move from grieving to recovery. You know that I'm not gone. It's as if you're punishing yourself. And I need you to stop punishing yourself. The other spirits in your house need you to stop punishing yourself. There's a lot of optimism around you. There's a lot of spirits that are very positive around you. And they really are working very hard to keep a lot of negativity away from you while many of you are grieving. Not all of you, that part of the reading will apply. Okay, this is very much a intuitive kind of discerning reading. Okay. For a lot of you, there's a very powerful, optimistic energy around you. Okay. And I feel like with dwarf, they are guiding you to resources. And I feel like this maternal passed over energy that's around you is also trying to show you the resources around you. I feel like for some of you, you have pulled away from people that can be helpful to you. We have the Knight of Pentacles warrior. Okay, you may be an earth sign. We have the Page of Cups, satyr. And we have the Ace of Swords. Okay. So it feels like someone is observing. Now it could be these spirits. It feels like there's a message coming. Okay? And it feels like a love message. Now, I don't necessarily feel this is romantic. It feels like it's healing. It's clarity. It's a conversation that needs to happen. We have the Hermit. Okay, it came out in reverse. Okay. I think your time of being alone and isolated is coming to an end. If you've been feeling lonely and isolated, these spirits want you to know you're not alone. You may be feeling alone, but you're not. There's a lot of activity going on around you, like in the spiritual realm. There's a lot of protecting going on. There's a lot of holding a safe space for you, because there's deep layers of healing that are happening. Because it feels like for a lot of you, if you've been feeling isolated and alone, these spirits, whichever ones are important or valid for you, are trying to make a way for some kind of clarity that opens the door for a very important message, a very clear, important message that's going to be good news. It's going to offer you a new beginning. It's going to help you move to the next stage, okay, of your life. Be it move you out of the grieving energy you're in, out of the guilt energy, or moving you out of the isolating energy where you feel alone. But there's definitely this movement from feeling isolated, feeling alone, feeling like you're doing this growth on your own, okay? And I feel like the internal work that you've been doing is going to blossom. But it's very important that this negative inner talk that some of you guys are doing, feeling guilty, doing self-blame, only seeing your negative aspects and not giving yourself room to see your positive, I feel like that's going to change. And it's really important that you understand that you have to hold space for change. Okay, you have to allow it, you know. Okay, and we have the Three of Cups. Yeah, I feel like more joyful connections are coming through for you. And for some of you, I'm getting this message of, see how she's in front of her, this is witch, and she's in front of her hearth, okay? She's in her home. And I feel like for some of you, you're going to be opening up your home to people more. You're going to let people in your home. You're going to let people in your safe space, okay? You're going to redefine your boundaries or define healthy boundaries, and you're going to start opening the door up a bit to let people in, okay? And these spirits in your house around you are helping you make a safe space. They're being very protective of your energy. They're being very protective of your home. And they want to help you create a safe space within your heart chakra, within your mental space, so that when people, places, and things begin to show up in your life, you know that you're held in safety. And when you have anxieties, you can always lean on that safe space that's being created. Okay. Now, it's not being created without you. You're part of that creation. So, it's important that you're consciously aware, of that. And I feel like with this dexterity card, I feel like these spirits are helping you learn how to move more strategically in a very positive way. I feel like there is a shifting of perspective where instead of seeing, the old saying, the half glass empty, you're going to begin to start to see the glass half full, what you do have, what you can do. The positives to letting people in your life. Now, you guys may have a lot of acquaintances, but you may not have a lot of soulful connections. And that's what I'm feeling here. Soulful, deep connections that bring you happiness, that bring you wholeness, that bring you out of this state where you have felt alone and isolated. For some of you, this has to do with grief. For others, this has to do with a whole internal process that you've been going through of deep healing. All right. Okay, let's get you guys some letters, initials, and some charms. Okay, group 2. These are going to be your letters, your initials, and your charms. I'm going to read off the initials and letters for you. We have YDJOEFENOP SDBY. Okay, so we have Joe straight off. Joe, Josephine, Jocelyn. The name Jocelyn has come through for a couple of readings lately. So, yeah, I'm getting something with Finn, like Finn here. So that's very personal, and I'm not really going to go into that. I'm also getting something about the SD Fire Department, SDFNY. Just take what resonates there. We have a tarot card charm. We have family. We have phone. We have a key with a black and white checkered part to it. We have scarecrow. We have this little charm here. And we have a dinosaur. We have a grounding stone. I feel like for some of you, these spirits want to communicate more with you guys. And I feel like this is very specific, okay? Pick out a tarot deck. Whatever tarot deck you feel drawn to, and they will communicate with you which tarot deck they want. Pick one out and work with them however you feel guided. This is an exercise in learning to work with the spirit, and maybe use some like psychic oil or psychic spray or incense to kind of charge the deck, and use that deck only to communicate with the spirit, okay? And allow the spirit to develop a relationship with you where you communicate, okay? This is a very positive spirit. It's very powerful. Some of you guys have more than one. For those of you that are psychic, spirit mediums, empaths, this will help also strengthen your gift, okay? It will strengthen your gift and your ability, because I feel like for a lot of you, they want to help open this gift up for you more. And I feel like there's a hand here. There's a hand charm, and they have something, I can't quite make it out. They have something in their hand. And it looks like to me like a stone, like a gift, like a crystal. And the first group had a gift, okay? And this feels like a gift from the spirit that's coming through, okay? A spiritual gift, an expansion of a spiritual gift that comes through working with the spirit, be it the passed over loved one, be it the spirit in your house, however this resonates, okay? And they want you to know that you are protected. Your home is protected. You are protected, okay? I'm also getting that obsidian or onyx would be very useful for you to have on your person as far as personal protection. I'm also getting that for some of you, you might want to place obsidian or onyx crystals in the four corners of your home. Also, you might use railroad spikes, and there's all different methods for that, okay? So if you're called to do that, and that's part of your practice, that may be something that you need to look into. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it, okay? It's particular. All right, because there's different spirits present and they want to make that clear. For some of you, there is something about your phone. Okay, there's something about your phone. Some of you guys receive like messages through your phone, through like your music app. Um, and sometimes your music app will randomly like play, or it will randomly like shuffle, or the same song is playing over and over. For some of you guys, that's the feminine energy that's passed over, talking to you, trying to tell you something, trying to start to communicate with you. So pay attention to that. All right. And I feel like with the dinosaur here, I feel longevity. Longevity. Like, if you don't have a long relationship with these spirits, I feel like they want to build one. They want to build a long relationship with you to help you open up and build foundational, strong relationships with other people. Because I feel like a lot of you feel very alone. You feel like you don't really have family. Although some of you do, they don't really know you, or you don't feel close to them. And I feel like these spirits around you, be ever who they are, they want to help you formulate a way to help you open up so you can bring in important soulmates. These are important soulmates, okay? These are people who will understand you and will help you grow and will not push you to, get close too soon, but will help formulate a really solid foundation, to really be able to open the doors to true friendship, to having family. Listen, not all of our family is blood, okay? So just remember that, all right? I think it's very important for many of you guys to keep that in the forefront of your mind, okay? And I feel like for many of you, it's important that you stay open to developing your gifts. Some of you guys are very talented, but your talent is kind of rooted in this empathy or psychic ability. And because some of you guys haven't really gone into it because there's fear or there's denial or there's other issues, your talent is kind of like covered. It's kind of hidden. And so all of this is kind of interrelated, and all of these spirits that are presenting are really come forward to help you, to create a safe space to kind of allow you to blossom. All right? Okay, group 3. Oh, you're not group 3, you're group 2. Okay, group 2, that's what I received for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that selected the jack-o'-lantern candle, this is going to be your reading all about the messages the spirit or spirits in your house have for you. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session, so just take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. I will be pulling initials, letters, and charms at the end of this session, so be sure to stay tuned for that. I'm going to shuffle this one more time. Okay. Okay, Spirit. Tell me the messages that the spirit in the house of my group 3 has. All right, bring it forward. Who are you? Let's talk about who are you? I want to know who you are. I'm hearing I got some tea. Okay. Absence. Okay. All right. Who are you? I'm Bohemian. Okay. Who are you? I'm a wild spirit. Communication. All right. Okay. Okay, this is unusual energy. This is a little different than the other groups. Okay. We have independence, black cat. I'm feeling like this could literally be your familiar coming through. We have community. Okay. We have transcendence, and they want the bottom one too. We have advantage. I feel like for some of you, this is literally a familiar spirit, or it is a passed over loved one who acts in that capacity. If it's a passed over loved one, I feel like they have a wild kind of energy. They may have been a witch or bohemian in some kind of way, an artist. I feel like you're definitely in communication with this spirit. You may be a witch, you may be magical in some kind of way, you may be psychic or an empath. Some of you guys are spirit mediums, okay? And there's absence here. So I'm not real clear about the absence. And then we have the bee energy. I'm hearing busy bee, busy bee, busy bee, busy bee. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to pull from the October Oracle. Tell me, I feel like they have tea. Like they have tea. They have a message here. They want to tell you something you need to know. This is something you need to know. You know who here's what I'm getting. The spirit is, this could be an ancestral spirit, okay? Maybe not a direct ancestor, but an ancestral spirit. So if you know what that is, then you know what I'm talking about, okay? Okay, I'm going to get these two. This one, this one, this one. Bring it, bring it. I'm all for it, okay? This one here, that one in particular, yes. I'm smelling coffee brewing, coffee. I'm spelling coffee brewing. If you give the spirit, some of you guys do offerings to the spirit. They like the coffee. They like vanilla. They like vanilla coffee. They also like vanilla coffee beans. We have feminine energy. We have emptiness, loneliness, void of spirit. We have in the flow, in sync energies. We have walk in the woods, forward movement. We have growth. We have anxiety, fear, phobias. We have cleanse, purity. Okay. All right, you guys. So I feel like, first of all, feminine energy here. So this spirit may be feminine. I'm going to turn you guys just a little bit. I feel like it keeps turning this way. It's so weird. You may be a feminine. I feel like the spirit is feminine. And it feels like you've just cleaned house, or someone has left your life or is leaving your life, okay? You've had to let go of something, okay, Spirit? Can you tell me about this energy we've let go of? We have emptiness, loneliness, void of spirit, and then we have absence here, okay? For some of you, this may be a father figure. It feels masculine. For others, this may be like a masculine energy, like a partner or something like that. But there's definitely an emptiness here, a sadness. There's a lot of fear about this. And I feel like it's been a struggle. There's been a lot of struggle for this. There's been a lot of sadness. Tell me about this. The spirit has watched this happen. Like they've stood by you and watched this happen. And we have a busy bee here as well. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you have been, I'm hearing like a lot of you guys have put a lot of energy into your job, your work. Like there's been a lot of focus on job and work and not as much focus on self-care. Some of you guys are using your distraction of work, or your, like I see people cleaning their house constantly or organizing a lot. There's a lot of mental energy going on because there's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of fear and anxiety going on. These spirits see this. They see what you're doing in your house, okay? It's almost like there's just this need to like keep purging this energy. Someone was really deeply enmeshed in your energy. This feels really painful. It's like you tried to kind of, it's almost like some of you guys are disconnecting from your emotions of the loss of this, or the fear it's caused, or the uncomfortable energies by going into work, or like cleaning your house, or doing something to keep your mind busy, your heart busy. And we have the 2 of Swords here. So kind of stuck in this state of like really overthinking, like a lot of overthinking, a ton of anxiety, thinking about being alone, and then thinking about being alone. And knowing that you need to stop thinking about this so much, knowing that you need to stop being in this energy, knowing it's not good for you, but not knowing how to get out of it. Okay. All right, tell me more about this. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. And we have the World. Okay. My chair is squeaking. It's new, so I'm still breaking it in. So if you're hearing that squeaking, that's what it is. Okay, we have this card these two cards came out kind of wackadoodle. We have the Six of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so a lot of you are feeling this energy of just kind of like being outside, feeling lost, feeling alone, feeling afraid of not having enough, feeling afraid of, I feel like some of you guys, like a dream died. A dream or an idea died of like probably this person, this relationship, okay? And there is victory coming for you. There's a new chapter opening, okay? And this little trick-or-treater here, there's peace coming. The spirit wants you to know there's peace coming to your home. They're at a front door here. There's peace coming to your home. There's peace coming to your life, okay? Stability, all right? After a time of really, some of you guys have just really, your self-criticism is very high. Trying to do too much, overworking yourself, overextending your energy, and not focusing on yourself. And because of that, you feel a lot of drain, okay? And I feel like for some of you, these energies in your house have tried to tell you it's time to focus on yourself. They've tried to tell you there's something better, but you've been kind of locked in this anxiety, okay? This fear, this emptiness, this loneliness. Like, what could I have done? Nothing. Not nothing. Not one thing. I want you to hear me when I say this. And I feel like this is coming from spirit. I need you to hear me clearly. You have done nothing wrong. It has worked out this way because it has. And for some of you who you think this was the love of your life, the love of your life would not have walked away like this. Okay? If this was like a father figure or something like that, look, I understand that this sucks. Okay, I get it. But understand that most of us do not have the nuclear family. We don't have the Leave It to Beaver kind of life. We don't have the Cosby Show, okay? Our lives are messy. Our relationships are messy. And honey, you got dealt a horrible set of cards when it came to some of the masculine energies in your life. It doesn't mean that a good person with a masculine energetic charge won't come into your life, okay? I don't want you to give up on that. For a lot of you, the masculine energy within you is dulled because of these experiences. And part of this happening within you, this kind of process, is really about healing your own masculine energy. Okay, so that you can begin with this mouse advantage card to use it to your advantage, because masculine energy really is about action. It's about getting in flow. So you get in flow with the feminine, you get in flow with your heart's desire, you get in flow with who you are, you get in flow with what you want to be, and then you're able to grow, you're able to move, you're able to do the damn thing, you're able to move forward with this walk in the woods, and you get the growth, you grow, okay? Here's the thing. I feel like, I'm going to move these cards because I feel like this B community, I think you have someone talking about you, talking about your situation. And I got to tell you, I think your spirits feel it, okay? So I want to talk about this. Who is talking about my group 3 spirit? What do you want to say about this? I'm pulled to the feminine energy again. Okay, we have a Knight of Cups. We have a Seven of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so you have some lying ass bitch who's probably an air sign. Okay, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Could be a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Lying about, it feels like your love life. Okay, feels like your love life. And we have a little Page of Cups here. Okay. Probably has to do for most of you about this situation that happened. Okay, lying about it. And it feels like what they're saying is there was some kind of offer made to you, or you were flirty or making offers to other people. There's some kind of interference here. Which deck? Which deck? The Mystery House. Okay, let's pull on this. Tell me about this lying bitch. We want to know more. Why is she being so nosy? Why is it her fucking business? I'm getting angry because I feel like you don't need this shit. And I feel like Spirit feels like you don't need this shit. Like, this is somebody who, I feel like they're bringing this forward because this person could be a potential problem, especially if you have children. We have event gathering. That's why. For some of you, this person is somebody you are like forced relation. What I call forced relation. Like, they're family, they're at work. There's some way you have to see them. You have to interact with them, or they have some kind of influence on your life right now. Okay? Oh, that was a lot of cards that dropped. So it's quite a few. So let's just pull from this part of the deck until we've pulled enough. We have black light, stood up, no show. Okay. So for some of you, you may not have to actually see them, but they have some kind of influence. And it may be with your kids. It may be your home. They have some kind of influence within your home. Okay, just take what resonates here. Okay, we have horror, clown, show off, wanting attention. Okay, they think you're showing off. They think that you're flirty, that your appearance is, they're judging your appearance. Like, this is fucking crazy. Like, you're over here going through a tough time. Some of you guys are healing some really deep wounds. Okay, you've got spirits involved. Like, it's hard. And you have this busy ass bee over here connected to some kind of community, like family, friends, whatever, running their mouth and judging you and talking about something so shallow as to how you look right now or how you're behaving. I'm blown away. I'm blown away by this bitch. I'm blown away by the lack of any kind of like awareness, how they're so disconnected from any kind of reality of what you're actually going through. It floors me. Okay. And I feel like that's why they're bringing this forward. Because I feel like some of you guys, when you figure out who this is, when the spirit that you're working with, the spirits around you, make it clear, because they're going to. There's so many swords here. They're going to make this so clear to you. The Knight of Swords, they're going to make this crystal clear. Okay, this bitch is a little aggressive. Okay, they're also talking about you being aggressive. Now, if this is a breakup, they may be getting their information from your ex. And some of you have children with this person, and they're making you look bad, even though they know you're going through a rough time. If you have children with them. Of course. Toxic motherfuckers make people look bad all the time so they can look good. Narcissists always have to come out on top, and they have to manipulate every situation, no matter how big or small, to their advantage, because it's all about leverage. And here you are, like, wounded, needing a lot of emotional help, even financial help. And it's like the vulture's already circling, and one of them's a bee who can't shut the fuck up. Okay, let's pull another card here. We have a warlock, wizard, magician, casting spells. Okay, for some of you, you may be a witch. This person may be a witch. For some of you, you may actually have somebody casting on you. Okay. Now, I don't want you to get all upset. Okay. If this isn't you, this isn't you. And I tell you what, the spirit will make it clear to you. I keep getting like the Knight of Swords here. They're going to make it crystal clear if this is you. And if this is you, go cast your protections. Put up a wall, a fiery wall. Okay. Return to sender. A DUMS. Whatever's in your practice, whatever you do. Pray, chant, whatever it is, okay? Use your salt, whatever. Don't let this, me saying this, like eat you up and make it worse. Okay, I'm not bringing that up to make situations worse. For some of you, there's a busy witchy bee in some community who's gunning for you. Some of you guys already know it, but you don't realize that although they've casted and you may have protections, the anxiety, though, is being hit by them. Like it's being triggered a little bit. Like you're being affected. Okay. Not as bad as you could be. And it has to do with the fact that you're a little broken down by the stuff going on in your life. And just purify, cleanse, knock the shit out of that energy. Know who you are. Okay. It makes me mad because I feel like if you are the kind of witch that goes after someone at their weakest, then you must be a weak-ass motherfucker. Then you are not worthy to even come for me or come for you or come for anybody. Come for someone when they're at a good place, and we'll see. We'll see, right? We'll see. Okay, let's get a couple more of these cards. Cloak, protected, covered. So, ultimately, you're protected, you're covered. Could it be affecting you? Yes. But the real hit, like, here's an example. They could have casted some kind of, like, incredibly, what they think is incredibly powerful, like gunning for your jugular. And all it did was cause you anxiety, which still may be a huge deal. But it's not like, you're being dragged for the devil kind of thing, right? So it's all about perspective. And you can clear that energy. You can take care of it. So we have ghost phone call, text, email. Okay. For some of you, I feel like this busy bee energy that we talked about earlier may or may not be connected to the witchy energy we just talked about. But the busy bee is definitely like doing this. Like they're texting, emailing, phone calls about you. For some of you, they're talking about your emails, your texts. They're showing people. Just be aware. And we have magic, chemistry, the craft. Okay. I feel like this is spirit telling you and reminding you who the fuck you are. I feel like some of you guys are just in a very down place, okay? And it's easy. Listen, we all go through this. We all have rough times, but you need to remember who the fuck you are. You are much stronger than you think you are, okay? Don't allow this person and their noise to bring you down, okay? Because that's exactly what they want to do. And you have so much more to look forward to. Don't allow someone's opinion of you to devalue you. Their opinion of you is based upon really their own internal insecurities of themselves. Let me tell you something. This busy bee is actually very jealous. They're horribly jealous of you. You know it. Other people know it. And it could be of your talent. It could be that you are with this person, and it could be a mother-in-law or ex-mother-in-law that's jealous because you're with their kid. It's that kind of weird ass shit. It could be somebody in a community that's jealous of your talent or your abilities. And they just choose to hate on you when things are rough. Don't let that bitch. Don't let him. Call on these spirits around you to help protect you. Okay? Bubble your house. Bubble yourself. You know what I'm talking about. If you know what it is, you know. Okay. We have genius. Listen, You are very gifted, magically speaking. You're very strong. Which, you know, if you're a light worker, do your shit. If you pray, pray. If you chant, chant. Whatever you do, do that thing, okay? You've done it enough where it's a practice. Even if you're hurting, you can still do it. Use that emotion. Use whatever emotions you have right now to help you. That's what you're supposed to do. Use the gifts you've been given to help you right now. Okay? These spirits want to help you. Ask them for help. Reach out to them and ask them. They will help you. Okay? They want to help you. Love. They want to help you love yourself. They want to help your masculine and your feminine energy within you come into balance. So you're able to act in your best interest. You're able you're able to discern good energy for yourself. Okay? You're able to see good masculine energy enter your life. Okay? Give me another card. This one. We have illness. Okay, you guys. Like, I'm going to tell you, I feel like you have some of you guys who are wishing illness upon you. Okay, I need you to understand that your anger is valid. Okay, for some of you, this busy bee is talking about your illness. They're talking about like your hardships, and they're getting off on it. Like, this is fucked up. You should be angry. You should be angry. Your anger is valid. Use your anger. Use it to your advantage. We have the magician. Use that shit to your advantage. Okay? This is a hating ass bitch, man. You don't have time for this shit. Use your power to protect yourself. Cleanse, call back your power, and do the damn thing. Okay? And use the energy around you. I'm going to pull 2 more cards. Tell me more. Tell me more. Page of Swords. You know what I'm getting with this? See how he's holding a big sword? Cut them off. Cut them off. Cut it off. Cut it off at the quick is what I'm hearing. And we have the Queen of Cups. Stand in your power. Stand in your power. These spirits are so strong. It's time for you to stand in your power. Remember who you are. Some of you guys need to cleanse and purify your house. Whatever method is in your practice. And you need to stand in your power. Call back your power. Cut your cords. Do what you need to do. Okay? Because the stuff that's going on around you is not okay. And you deserve better. Some people don't realize how powerful cutting a cord is and calling back your power. It is something some people who are very sensitive feel right away. Now, I want you to pay attention to the fact that around this Queen of Cups here, see all these lights? These are spirits around you. Okay? These are spirits around you, protecting you. You are connected to spirit all the time. And I just need you to consciously be aware of it and acknowledge it. The more you acknowledge this, the stronger the connection's going to be. Okay? Let's get you guys some letters, initials, and some charms. Okay, group 3, these are going to be your letters, your initials, and your charms. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so just take what resonates here. Okay, I'm going to read off the letters for you now. We have DRAKE, GALDTY, CLPE. Now, we have the word Drake here, so maybe Drake's music means something, or rake as well. I'm also getting something about like AKE, like a dog kennel or something like that. Just take what resonates here. I'm also getting something about Guinevere or the name Galdine or Galdine or Gaul or something like that. I know that's very specific, so just take what resonates. Also, I have LP, and I want to say LPN, which is nursing, which is a nursing thing. So again, just take what resonates here. We have a coin for money. some of you guys, if you have an ancestor altar, they're asking for ancestor money. Okay. We have the Libra charm here, charming Libra. You may be a Libra. We also have, again, we have scissors here, cord cutting. We have a broom, protect, cleanse your energy. Some of you guys need to do like a floor wash. You need to cleanse your house. We have a turtle here. Um, I feel like there are some things you need to do. We have another turtle here. There are some things you need to do to bring in some stability. Okay. Um, there's some behaviors like every day you need a routine. Some of you guys have gotten out of a routine and you need to return to it. It'll help give some order to the chaos you may be feeling. We have a peacock here and we have the devil charm. Okay, so you may be drawn to Lucifer or left hand path working as well. Lucifer is actually a very positive energy. There may be some enlightening energy coming through as well. We have the pumpkin here, which for me is always about harvest. And I feel like some of you guys have kind of given up on harvesting, especially when it comes to money. I just feel like there's just, you guys are going through such a hard time right now. Like we have the castle here. It feels like a Disney castle. And I feel like some of you guys have given up on the fairy tale, like having a happy life, like Disneyland, like I hear like I live in reality now. Like I live in reality. Some of you guys have been seriously heartbroken. And you're just like, I'm not feeling it. Some of you guys literally don't care. And I feel like we have the witch charm here. And again, I'm just being reminded to tell you, like, this is the time where you fall back on the practices and the routines and traditions that have served you in the past. Okay, it's time for you to dig deep into those. Okay, some of you guys are very attuned with spirit, and it's almost like some of you guys have kind of like, it's not that you've tuned out, but you're not listening like you used to. And I feel like these spirits need you to listen. Your ancestors need you to listen, okay? Because I feel like they're trying to help you. Some of you guys need to clean your altar. You need to clean what your meditation space. You need to clear it of clutter. Some of the clutter around these areas are like, it is symbolic of your mental state. So if you're wanting to get clarity, clean a bit of the clutter out. I'm not saying you have to go into a super deep clean, although some of you guys have been doing that, but there's certain areas that you've neglected and it's almost subconsciously on purpose. And we all take breaks from our practice. That's normal. But I almost feel like some of you guys, it's almost like you're mad, like you're pissed off. Like things didn't work out the way you thought they should, or the way you thought spirit was working them out for you. So now you're like, hey, I don't have time for this. You guys lied to me or misled me, or I thought it was going to go one way. But you don't realize that perhaps spirit has a bigger plan for you. Maybe the plan that will unfold will bring you more fulfillment and more happiness. Perhaps the people that had to go because there was no way what you wanted was going to manifest with them around. Because honestly, it really has taken its toll on you. And I think you could agree. And now is the time for healing. Now is the time for you to remember who the fuck you are and act accordingly. And we have a crown here. And I feel like they want you to remember that there's a very special pathway. I'm seeing like a red carpet. And I don't know if I've ever seen a red carpet in a vision. Like there's a red carpet being rolled out for you. And along the red carpet is like candles. And I feel like at the end of the red carpet, a crown is being placed on someone's head. It's like you're being crowned. You're being given a new pathway that's going to illuminate you. Some of you guys, your gifts and abilities are really going to be on fire. It's going to give you a different perspective. The things that you thought you wanted are going to change. The things you thought you valued are going to change because of the process you went through. And these busy bees, you're going to give them more to talk about. And here's the thing, you're not going to care. You're moving into a space where you're going to be so protected that when they cast even the most powerful of workings, it won't even touch you. Your spirits will come in and say, oh, did you know Busy Bee casted this thing on you? Or they're sending you so much hate via gossip. Or they're trying to blah, blah, blah. And it's going to bounce off you. It's going to bounce off your home. And it's going to bounce right back into their face. This Busy Bee person, the prognosis isn't good. We have the illness card here. And I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news. But some of them are going to reap what they sowed. You cannot talk noise and you cannot wish such toxicity on someone and expect your life to be so rosy. Especially when you have someone who has really tried to do the right thing. I think you have tried to be very above board in this situation. I think you tried to be very fair, and you have been met with a lot of backhanded compliments, a backhand in general, like slaps in the face, like disrespect, constant judgment. And I think you're entering, I'm hearing, a villain phase, your villain era, where you're just like, you know what? I used to care, but I don't give a fuck anymore. Did we have the Libra charm? You may be a Libra, or you may just be entering this phase, okay? Here's how it goes for Libra, whether you're a Libra or not. I'm going to explain it this way. Libras care about people. They care about relationships a lot, probably too much. They tend to overgive, okay? People pleasers. All right. Now, I'm a Libra. I can say this shit. All right. Not every Libra. Don't, leave comments where it's not every Libra. I know it's not every Libra. Okay. But a lot of them. All right. Out of balance, in their negativity, blah, blah, blah. But once a Libra starts to really heal and they stop doing that shit, they get into this energy of like, I used to care, but now I absolutely do not give two fucks what happens to you. I do not care. Do not call me. I am not available for you. I do not care if you float off the planet. I don't care. And that is where I feel like you're fixing to go. And for some of you, you're like, I could never be that way. Oh, wait. Because there's things that you don't know that will be revealed in time. And they're going to bring you such clarity that you're going to be able to sit in this power. Look how big this knife is, the sword. It's huge. It's a huge sword of clarity that's coming for you. Because you're the magician. You got this. You absolutely have this situation. And the spirits in your house are supporting you. And they want to help you. All you got to do is ask. All you got to do is ask, honey. That's what I'm getting from them. All you got to do is ask. All right? Okay, guys, that's what I received for you. I hope this resonated. I hope it helped. If it did, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys.